Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming. Today we're going to be doing a bow barrette tutorial. I'm pretty excited about it. Here I'm just showing you I was using a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. You can use whatever you want. I'm making a smaller one for my daughter, so don't need a huge one, but you can use whatever. It doesn't have to be mine exactly, it just depends on how big of a bow you want. Here I'm doing my slip knot, and then I am crocheting 21 chains. Okay, so from here we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and we are going to do a half double crochet. And we're going to do that in every single stitch across, so we will have 20 stitches total for one row. Okay, so here's my first row. So now what we're going to do is, so here I'm showing you the last stitch. Then what we're going to do is turn our work. Normally we would just chain one, but I'm changing colors here, so I'm just showing you how I do it. Basically, since I finished my last stitch, and I do a chain one, I'm going to basically slip stitch the pink yarn in, and that will technically count as my chain one. So then here I'm just gonna use my pink yarn now and do the same thing. I'm gonna yarn over, do a half double crochet in the same stitch that I did my chain one, and then in every stitch across. Okay, so here I'm finished with my second row, snipping off that little end. Here I'm just tying those just a little bit, just to make sure that it doesn't come undone while I'm switching colors again. Okay, so here I'm adding my purple yarn again, just showing you how I'm doing that. That's technically my chain one, and then I'm going to yarn over, push through that same stitch, yarn over again, pull back through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And once again, we're going to do the same thing all the way across, turn our work, chain one, continue again. But here I'm showing you that I completely forgot, because I just recently learned how to do this. A new, well, I guess maybe it's not new, it's new to me, a better way to weave in your ends rather than having all those ends out like they are right now. So in this clip I'm showing you that I'm adding my yarn, on my 5th row, but I'm going to show you the new way that I learned how to weave in the ends as you work, so that way you don't have to do the extra work of going back in and weaving your ends in all at the end. You can just do as you go and just snip it off and it's in there. I forget where I saw this, but I've seen a couple people do it recently on YouTube. One of them, I was specifically watching someone do a checkered print, and to do the checkered print you have to bring that yarn along with you, so you kind of tuck it in the same way. And I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. Why have I never done that before? That's so much easier than having to go back and weave in all the ends at the end. So that's what I'm showing you here. Here I'm trying to show you that it's tucked in there behind, I don't know, 4 stitches right there. So I'm just trying to show you it kind of doesn't really leave any kind of yarn hanging out or anything like that. Now in this clip, I'm showing you all those ends that I did not have the chance to weave in. I'm showing you how I weave them in with my tapestry needle as best I can. If you guys have any tips on like the best way to record yourself crocheting, please help me out, because I have tried so many different positions and things with myself and with the camera, and I can never seem to find like a good enough position to really show my hands and my fingers and the things that I'm trying to do. I know sometimes I go out of frame, and I really try to pay attention to that, but it's just so hard because I cannot find a good position to record myself in. I literally like need a second person to just stand over top of me and record, but I don't have that. So but here I had a struggle with this one. I don't know if it was my yarn or if I was just pulling too tight or what, but I'm trying to show you here the border of the bow. So basically you would finish that last row, finish your last half double crochet, and then you would chain 1, or in this instance I'm using my pink, so that counts as my chain 1. So in the same stitch as the chain 1, we are going to half double crochet twice, then we are going to chain 2 and half double crochet 2 more times, all in one stitch. And I'm struggling here. Like I said, my yarn was too tight and it kept getting caught, and it was just a struggle. Anyway, so once you do that in one stitch, you're going to skip 2 stitches, and then in that 3rd stitch you're going to do 2 half double crochets, chain 2, 2 more half double crochets, and then you'll skip 2 and do that again and skip 2. At this portion, for some reason, my brain was like, no, do a regular double crochet. So that's why I took it off camera for a second so I could fix myself. And then here I'm doing the 2 half double crochets like I'm supposed to. Okay, so there's two little bubbles. I don't know what else to call them. Here I'm just showing you the border all the way finished. Yes, I know there's yellow on the pink. I'm honestly not 100% for sure what that is. I found it in an old bag from my grandma. I've just had her extra yarn balls for who knows how long, so it was something in there. I have no clue what that is, honestly, but I washed it since then and it all came out. So anyways, here I'm just showing you I slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet, and then I'm just going to weave in that end and snip it. And weaving in ends, it doesn't have to be perfect. I basically just pick a front, and whatever side is the front, I weave my yarn in the back side, so that way if anything does pop out, you know, hopefully it doesn't, but if anything does pop out, it would be on the back side rather than the front. You wouldn't really be able to see it, if that makes sense. Here, basically, I'm just kind of squeezing the bow, well, the square, together in the center. Doesn't really matter necessarily how you do it, but I just squeeze it together in the center, and then I hold it, and then I'm just wrapping my yarn around. I didn't measure the yarn necessarily. I basically just make it look full and make sure everything's covered. There's no like empty spaces where I'm wrapping the bow. That's pretty much it. And then once it's fully wrapped, then I just kind of take a look at it and I'm like, okay, is that centered? You know, do I need to move it at all or anything? Here's the barrette that I'm going to end up attaching. It is 3 inches. I believe I bought a pack of those at Walmart years ago, like really cheap. And I was able to make, I think, 15 bows, something like that, 14, 15. I had quite a few in there. I've been hot gluing, but you can hot glue that, you can sew it on, however you want to do it. Just tie a little knot and put the barrette on. And then here is a picture of the barrette once it was all finished and cleaned and everything. But I hope you guys like my video. This one's pretty quick, hopefully pretty simple for everybody. I feel like it's pretty like beginner friendly. I think you can even do double crochets or, you know, some other type of stitch. Maybe it would give it more of a texture or something. That would be pretty cool. This is just what I was trying out for this video specifically. I think the bows that I made for the Etsy shop that I part own, I believe those I may have double crocheted. I can't remember. But for this video specifically, I was just doing half double crochet. Anyways, I hope you guys like my video. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I could use the subscribers, and like, please. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which I definitely think I will be posting soon. I don't want to give away anything, but there will definitely be something soon. All right, bye.